Like we're live in New York City.
New York City, PlayStation Theater.
All right, Saad from Pepper. What do you wish more people were talking about, whether in your local community, the fans that you meet on the road, or just generally in the news?
I mean, I think honestly, just more of a broad thing. I wish they were just talking more in general. I think the world today, people are so like tunnel visioned, and whether it be just like looking down, looking at their phone, looking at whatever it is, and people don't look up and say hello to everyone else and smile to other people. It's like kind of a real closed in kind of vibe. But specifically more so, I think it's something we touched on earlier. And I mean, us coming from Hawaii, we call it the Aina, and it's basically the land and the environment per se. So I mean, as far as anything you want to go with like politics and Pepper, I mean, it's more so like we care about the Aina and the land. That's our main concern. So I guess that's what I would wish that people that aren't talking about already or considering or thinking of, and it would be the environment.
Is there maybe something that's the polar opposite, like a change in the world that you want to see? Is there a single most change that like either irks you or that's going on that you wish that either you or your fans could just get more active in and kind of take more part of?
The thing that kills me is the trash on the beach is just amazing. It kills me to the point where I could spend all day not surfing and just picking up wrappers and everything and all. So just being conscious of your rubbish, your litter and everything is you talk about things that irk you. You know what I mean? That's something that irks me so bad. Where I'm like, I can either go surf or I can just sit here and pick up trash, because that's what needs to be done. Is all the trash is just next level.
Inside the show here, we had a couple nonprofits. You got HeadCount, that's registering voters.
Yep.
You got Love, Hope, Strength doing a bone marrow drive for cancer patients. Like, is like charity work been played into the band since day one? You guys have people table, or is there been currently like any charities that you guys been working on?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been working for actually years now with a charity called the Mauliola Foundation, which they work with kids that have cystic fibrosis, and they've found that taking these kids surfing, the salinity in the air and the salt water, it helps the kids with cystic fibrosis breathe a lot easier. So it's natural treatment, and all these pro surfers have banded together to create this Mauliola Foundation. So we've done tons of work with them as far as playing shows with them. They do a lot of hospital visits. They do surf days where, like I was saying, that's the natural treatment for the kids. More recently too, just probably the last one we did, the last two actually. The last one was with our friend Rob Machado, who's a pro surfer, and he concentrates in Southern California on bringing clean drinking water refill stations to public schools, and also getting rid of single-use plastic. And his way of doing that is each student in public schools he started with North County, San Diego, and he's spreading out, gets a canteen that they get assigned to them when they start school that year. And it's so rad, because on top of that, there's this whole creative side, I think, that's unleashed through these kids, and they get to design their own canteen, and they have that every year. Because the thing that blew me away was, coming, I guess, from the generation we come from, we graduated high school in about 97-ish, and drinking fountains are obsolete in schools. Kids don't look at them. They're like, that's not even a thing to me anymore, which blew my mind. I was like, and I didn't realize it until we started doing this charity, and that's the Rob Machado Foundation.
I think elections don't matter. Can you speak to that at all? Is that a topic that's near and dear to you that you would like to speak on?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was like Prop 64 in California was it was a real interesting one, because like being an advocate of marijuana my whole life and whatnot, and coming to a time of where we're at now, and seeing the two sides of it, where you think about something like, the legalization of marijuana, and everyone should be like, yeah, this is so good. But there was a lot of people that were really bummed out on it. And my point being is, yes, voting totally works, because obviously there was a lot of people that weren't into Prop 64 and didn't want it to be legalized for a lot of reasons of big business coming in and whatnot. But yeah, for that fact, it definitely matters, because you see people on both sides of it. And if there weren't people on both sides of it, then it wouldn't matter, and there would be no voting.
What do you think the future holds in the current state?
I think, like what obviously HeadCount's doing and everything is what is going to make the most impact, and that's getting the younger people to get out there and vote. Everyone from the 18 to 25-ish year olds, all those people need to go out and take action and get control of your own destiny. And I see. You know, I'm a optimist, so I see that happening with our nation, and I think that's the next step. But it's going to take all you young folks out there to get out to those polls and vote and make your voice heard. You know.
Well, that's part of our slogan, make your voice heard, man. I can't thank you
Absolutely.
enough. I know this is New York City. It's a crazy time for you guys. I hope you
Yeah.
have an incredible tour.
Thank you,
Any
guys.
fans out there have anything else to say, this is it. We're live. Big ups from the fam. Ohana. Aloha.
Aloha.